What's up, guys? Crate Junkies. Gonna definitely be done buying records for a while after this weekend. Just too much to really comprehend. This is gonna be a while. Just let me start showing them. I just got them home, so I can't sit here and talk too much about them, so hopefully that'll save some time. First one, the Fraternity of Man. Sons of the Desert, Fraternity of Man. This is on ABC. But what I believe this is like bluesy, psych rock, original press. Like, I don't know much about it. I just know it looked really cool, and I grabbed it just basically based on looks. And the guy said it was a good album, and it's a guy that I go to a lot at the shows. It's a trustworthy guy musically anyway. I mean, his prices can sometimes be a little bit higher than I like to pay, but yeah. Next one, Curved Air, second album. I showed their first album in the last video. This is their second, and it's a little harder to find than their first one. So it's very, very good. Can be like jazzy at times, a little bit, psych, rock. I mean, it's really, from the first record, kind of all over the board. Great woman vocals, really good group, and I'm expecting that record to be just as good as their last. This one, I'm guessing it looks a little fusiony. From what he said, it's a little fusiony. Another Trip to Earth, Gabriel Bondage. The cover's a little beat up, but it's on red vinyl, and the vinyl's in pretty good shape, and I know the red copy is a little bit more hard to find. So because of that, I went for it, because I figured why not. But, the cover is a little beat up. But other than that, I mean, the vinyl's in great shape, plus it's the red copy, so I'm happy. Charles Manson's Trees, which I think I have Air, and then I have Lies, and I think that's all I have by Manson. But this is, I think this is number 2 in the Ottawa series, all previously unheard, unreleased stuff from, the man with the mark. Yeah. So, say what you will, eat a dick and die. You could do that too. Next one, The Great American Eagle, Tragedy by Earth Opera. This is an original press on, I believe, Elektra. Pretty good copy too, to be completely honest. This is a fabulous copy on the red Elektra. I know I've seen reissues of this, but, the originals are always nicer than the reissues. This one, man, I'm going to have to be really careful with this, because it's already coming out. This is Mystic Number National Bank, and I believe this is like psych rock, basically, on Probe, which is a great label. This front part here pops out, and it's coming out a little bit. I mean, it is supposed to stay, it's like a bank thing, and it's supposed to open up as like a vault. I mean, see how it's supposed to open up now? Mine's in a little bit, but it's a little coming out. But it doesn't fully come off no matter what. It's attached right here no matter what, so it won't ever actually come off. But, yeah, this is in really good shape. And there was a guy selling this for like $40, and I found it from another guy for a lot cheaper on the Probe label. And from what I've heard about this album is it's a pretty damn good album. I've never actually heard it, but I figured for the price, knowing that some other person there was selling actually a more beat copy of this for $40, I figured why not take a chance on even a nicer looking copy for cheap. I mean, this was definitely cheaper, so I went for it. Why not? Next one, Miles Davis's Water Babies. This is definitely a Davis I don't have. It's a gold stamp promo, which it just seems like at these shows, it's on Red Columbia. It seems like the promo copies go for cheaper. Personally, I'm more of a promo guy myself. Promos are more, to me, valuable, but I don't know. I guess to sellers, not so much. Next one, this is one I've always seen, and I just never picked up, and it was really cheap, so I was like, you know what, whatever, let's go for it. Cherry People, original on Heritage, nice gatefold, and what I'm guessing this is like Pop Psych, and like I said, it's on Heritage. It's got that inner sleeve, like the MGM inner sleeve, so I'm guessing Heritage is like a MGM sub label. Now I've seen this before and I just never grabbed it. I've seen it for like 20 or something. This was pretty cheap, so I grabbed it. This is one I seen Big Star, I think, recently show. Soul Makoso Osa Afrique, which is basically like and this is the original press, $3.94. Yeah, basically like it's, I'm guessing just guitar, African beat type stuff maybe. I know I seen Big Star show it, so I grabbed it on that mainstream label. I grabbed it because, you know what, Big Star knows his shit, and if he's showing it, he grabbed it, then I trust his judgment that I maybe should pick it up and check it out myself. So I grabbed that. I grabbed the Grill Scott Heron and Brian Jackson that I didn't have. This is from South Africa to Carolina. This is one I just didn't have. I have both of their main records, but this is one that I just do not have, and I found it for a nice price, and that's on, I guess that's on Arista. So yeah, and in pretty good shape. Next one, Orchestra Harlow La Raza Latin Salsa Suite, basically funky, maybe even disco-y, kind of jazzy stuff here. Looked very interesting on the, what is this, Fania label, which looks to be like a sub-label of, I don't know, Fania, L. Harlow Productions, I'm not sure. But yeah, this looks like a pretty cool record. Like I said, I haven't got a chance to listen to this. This next one, great, you know, funk soul stuff. This is in fantastic shape, and this is one I've been wanting to get for a while. I just have not found it for a decent price. Today I did. The Last Poets, Douglas Free. This is really, really cool, man. Gatefold opens up like this, and the inside is just basically the lyrics and stuff. And this is in great shape, man. I got this for a really good price, too. So there's that. Here's a Thelonious Monk in Action. This is one I never seen before, so I figured why not, and the price was right. So Monk in Action, and this is on, what is this on? I forget. I pulled it out. Riverside? Yeah, Riverside. Pretty good copy, too. I missed, you know, there was a record that this guy had that I missed, and I seen a guy come in right after me and grab it, and I was like, shit, how did I miss that? I don't know exactly what it was, but it looked so badass, and I was just kicking myself because I missed it, because I didn't even get to see it really, but what I seen from it, it looked like, it was black and white. It had some dude on the front, like a jazz artist, but it was, you could tell it was obscure, and you could tell it was badass. That's all I knew. I could just see it, that it was just badass, and I missed it. But this is a Herbie I didn't have, Man-Child, and I know this is kind of common, but this is just one I didn't have, so I grabbed it, and it's, you know, pretty nice on Columbia. Pretty good shape. Kuhn Bidness, Julius Hemphill. This is like funk type, free jazz type stuff. Funky free jazz type music. It's got a little cutout up there, and this is on, I believe, Arista as well, from 75. Arista was putting out a lot of good stuff, man, around, you know, 75, 76. Obviously, that Sazbo was from 76, and that was on Arista. So, they were doing a lot of cool fusion-y jazz stuff on that time. This next one is a really highly talked about album. I've never actually seen a copy, and to be honest, this was in pretty good shape. I mean, for the price, not bad at all. It's got a little tape here at the bottom, but other than that, the records are in good shape. It's not one I see every day, so I had to grab it. This is Gypsy. This is like jam type stuff, psych, rock, just really fucking good shit. This is killer. Really cool gatefold. And there they are. It's the band. This is on Meteor Media Records. Just one you don't really see every day. I got this for a good price. Nice gatefold. I mean, like I said, there's just a little piece of tape here. Other than that, this is in good shape, like a VG Plus. Pretty nice. This one I kind of just grabbed. It's on Vanguard. I thought it looked really cool. Larry Coryell, Spaces. I know I've heard of this before. I don't know why. I remember either someone showing it or something, but I figured, you know what, let me grab this. Something about it just says you gotta grab it. It's on Vanguard. It's in good shape. I mean, obviously a little ring wear there, but nothing super terrible. Now, these were cheaper. These were like $1 a piece, but you know, they have light scratches to them, but they're all, you know, audible. I mean, they're all pretty good. They all sound pretty damn good, and they're all records that I never heard before. So I grabbed them basically for that fact. So if I see better copies of them, I'll know if I want to grab them or not. This is Mayo. And I mean, the jacket on this is pretty beat, but this looks to be like some psychedelic, folky type stuff, but it looks badass, and I just have a good feeling about this record. I think this is going to be a one badass record, and it's a white label promo, so I figured for the price of a white label promo, I might as well grab it at least to hear it, and, you know, it's cheap. I mean, I'm not going to pass it up. Next one, J.R. Walker and the All-Stars, Peace and Understanding is Hard to Find. Just love this cover. I figured with a cover like that, you really can't go wrong. And J.R. Walker, I mean, the All-Stars is great stuff usually. This is on the Soul label, and it's in really good shape, and that was cheap too. 30 Days Out. And this is on... This looked interesting. I mean, these guys look like they're pretty badass, so I figured I'd try that out. This actually comes out from the top here. This is on Reprise, and it's actually in really good shape. I mean, it was cheap, too. Next one, same thing. Really good shape vinyl. You know, little ring wear on it, but John Handy live at the Monterey Jazz Festival. And this is on Columbia. I'm not sure. I don't think 6i though. Just a regular Columbia. Probably like a later reissue or something. But that was good. This one I didn't see. I never seen before, and it looked interesting. Soulful Crooner, Nick Holmes. I thought this looked pretty cool. Something to check out. And for cheap, why not? This is on Just Sunshine Records, which I'd never even seen before, and it's a promotional, not for sale copy, so why not? Next one, what I think to be like progressive, maybe a little jazzy at times, maybe even classical too, just based on the cover. Pick Up a Bone, Rupert Hine. Never seen this, but I thought it looked pretty interesting, and I'm kind of like into classical, but like, you know, modern type stuff, so I don't know. We'll see what this has in store. It almost seems like it could be a little psychedelic too. Progressive, jazz fusion, who knows? I mean, looks pretty cool. So that's what I grabbed at the show. And I think I'm done getting records for a while, guys. So between this video and the last video I showed you, I've got enough. And I'll probably be doing most of my buying online for a little bit. So that's it. Crate Junkies, kept it under 15 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. Leave me some comments. Harder to find than their first one. So, it's very, very good. Can be like jazzy at times, a little bit, you know, psych, rock. I mean, it's really, from the first record, kind of all over the board. Great woman vocals, really good group, and I'm expecting that record to be just as good as their last. This one, I'm guessing it looks a little fusiony. It's a guy that I go to a lot at the shows. It's a trustworthy guy musically anyway. I mean, his prices can sometimes be a little bit higher than I like to pay, but yeah. Next one, Curved Air, second album. I showed their first album in the last video. This is their second, and it's a little hard. What's up, guys? Crate Junkies. Gonna definitely be done buying records for a while after this weekend. Just too much to really comprehend. This is gonna be a while. I was, just let me start showing them. I just got them home, so I can't sit here and talk too much about them, so hopefully that'll save some time. From what he said, it's a little fusiony. Another Trip to Earth, Gabriel Bondage. The cover's a little beat up, but it's on red vinyl, and the vinyl's in pretty good shape, and I know the red copy is a little bit more hard to find. So because of that, I went for it, because I figured why not. But, the cover is a little beat up. But other than that, I mean, the vinyl's in great shape, plus it's the red copy, so I'm happy. First one, The Fraternity of Man. Sons of the Desert. Fraternity of Man. This is on ABC. But what I believe this is like bluesy, psych rock, original press. Like, I don't know much about it. I just know it looked really cool, and I grabbed it just basically based on looks, and the guy said it was a good album.